What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going over 10 of the worst things that the Hulk has ever done. And without further ado, let's get straight on the list with number 10. The Hulk wore blackface. In 1995, The Incredible Hulk issue number 435 was released. It was a special issue because instead of a typical fight between superheroes and supervillains, it was all about the Hulk playing ball. When the manager of the Florida Pistols sees the Hulk throw a baseball, he offers him a spot on the team and $500,000. The Hulk and his wife Betty take the offer but need a disguise because they are trying to keep things on the down low. Instead of a white face, Betty suggests a brown one because it is easier to pull off. The Hulk comments, "Do you have any idea how politically incorrect it is to play in blackface? If the NAACP finds out, I'll be picketed." The Hulk knew what he was doing, but $500,000 was more than enough for him instead of being politically correct. This isn't as bad as murdering innocent people as he tended to do, but it still shows that the Hulk is a pretty selfish superhero when it comes to personal gain, especially with such a sensitive topic. Number 9. The Hulk left the Avengers for 50 years. In the dawn of the Avengers, specifically the first few issues, we see the new relationship Hulk has with the team. It began when Loki tricked Hulk into destroying a railroad track by creating an illusion that there was a dynamite on the tracks. Other heroes come and they mutually agree upon that they should work together, thus forming the legendary Avengers. They made a good team when trying to defeat the God of Mischief, but afterwards, Bruce unfortunately decides to leave. Thinking that his newly found allies don't trust him or like him because of his destructive abilities, the Jade Giant leaves to find his own path. Although the Hulk and the Avengers encounter each other throughout the issues, it takes a massive 50 years for him to be officially part of the superhero squad again. It's hard to imagine the Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe without the Green Hero. Number 8. The Hulk is a horrible father. It might not seem like it, but the Hulk seems to get around a lot, and not just on our Earth. Throughout the years, we see him go on many numerous adventures across the entire universe, and because of this, it seems like he has children all over the place with many different women. Some of these include the children he has with Kyra, Oldstrong, and Thundra. With Kyra, he has 2 alien children who have similar strengths as their father. However, Thundra was actually a supervillain, and with their combination of their DNA, Lyra was born. It seems that Bruce is really bad at being a dad, especially when it comes to having children across the entire universe. Who even knows if he had any other children that we don't know about, because it sure seems like the ferocious hero likes his fair share of women. Let's not even talk about his children with the She-Hulk right now. Number 7. The Hulk beat up Santa in front of kids. The Incredible Hulk number 378 is an interesting tale of how the Hulk, actually the Grey Hulk, got into a pointless fight with Santa Claus in front of little kids. Santa Claus is really the thug Rhino, who got a gig as the mall Santa. He's lonely and depressed, but this new gig was cheering him up. However, some of the kids started to harass him and set him off, causing Rhino to call kids names and to encourage them to misbehave. Luckily, Bruce Banner was nearby and quickly transformed into the Grey Hulk in order to stop this. The two began a rather pathetic brawl involving cheap tricks and nut shots. To the children, it looks as if Santa and his helper are hurting each other for no reason, and so to end the fight, a little girl stepped up and asked why Santa was hurting his helper. They stopped after this, but the shame of beating up Santa in front of little kids is still there. Number 6. The Hulk's incest relationship. The Hulk was close with his first cousin, Jennifer Walters, when they were growing up. One day, when Jennifer was shot and left to die, Bruce had to give her a blood transfusion of his own blood in order to save her. With Bruce's blood, she acquired the Hulk's curse and abilities, becoming She-Hulk. Bruce had no weird feelings for his cousin, but the Hulk saw things differently. Specifically, the Hulk sometimes got urges and thought that his only cousin could keep pace with him. In the Incredible Hulk Annual 24, he was friend-zoned, or should I say cousin-zoned instead. In Old Man Logan, we meet the Hulk gang, the incest hillbilly children of the Hulk and She-Hulk. In this post-apocalyptic timeline, no light is shed on whether She-Hulk gave consent, or went insane, or if the Hulk just did this by force. Either way, the fact that the Hulk wants to, tries to, and succeeds in getting with his cousin is something that should be looked down upon. Number 5. The Hulk killed a group of disco skaters. In Avengers 198, The Incredible Hulk versus the Roller Disco Devils, this disturbing tale was told. The Roller Disco Devils were a group of kids who terrorized the locals with loud music and constant skateboarding. Other kids are seen saying that their moms wouldn't let them leave this house and them not being able to buy any fruit pies. Nice product placement. Anyways, the Hulk is upset at these disco devils because of their loud music. He finds the disco devils, picks up the concrete, says, "You like to roll? Okay, roll," and then murders them by rolling the concrete over the kids into a circle until they are all covered. The other kids rejoice and talk to the Hulk about Hostess fruit pies right next to the dead disco rollers. The Hulk has killed a lot of people, but to murder kids in front of other kids without any remorse is surely one of the worst things the Hulk has done. Number 4, the Hulk ate Wolverine. In one obscure story arc called Old Man Logan, the Hulk has gone insane and rules what was known as California. Logan is set on riding the land of all Hulk's unnatural offspring, called the Hulk Gang, one by one. However, this backfired when Wolverine comes home to find his family slaughtered, causing the anti-hero to snap. He goes out of his way to kill as many members of the Hulk Gang as he can, making sure that their deaths are filled with vengeance and anger. Eventually, thinking that it's only 2 of them left, Logan takes on the Hulk but appears to lose when the Hulk does the unthinkable. He swallows Logan. Afterwards, we see that there are actually 2 Hulk offsprings left, Billy Bob and Bruce Jr. The Hulk forgets about the incredible healing factor that Wolverine has and doesn't expect it when Logan cuts his way out of Hulk's body, killing the Green Giant immediately. He then claws Billy Bob to death, but decides to take the last member of the Hulk family with him. Number 3, World War Hulk. When the Hulk is sent into space by the Illuminati, the spacecraft unfortunately explodes, killing his wife in the process. With the Hulk being totally enraged and being more powerful with the prolonged exposure to the radiation, he returns to Earth with vengeance. Seeking out the ones who have wronged him in the past, the antagonist of the story finds other heroes and begins to take them out one by one. This includes Black Bolt, Iron Man, the Fantastic Four, and even more. Causing so much chaos and destruction, it is agreeable why so many Marvel heroes teamed up to stop him from hurting other people. The story wraps up with the imprisonment of Hulk underneath S.H.I.E.L.D. Number 2, the Hulk killed 800 people. In this storyline, Ultimate Hulk caused a whole lot of trouble, starting when he turned gray. Mixing the Super Soldier Serum with the Hulk Serum, he injects himself with the concoction, only to learn that he turned into a shade of gray, not green. Afterwards, the enraged Beast sets out to kill the one and only Freddie Prinze Jr. A series of events ensued. The Avengers tried to stop the Hulk, then they captured him, he escaped once more, and then caused even more chaos. Unfortunately, innocent civilians were in the middle of all these events, and the Grey Giant killed most of them. After things settled down, the Hulk was put on trial for the death of over 800 people, only to be found guilty and sentenced to death. Obviously though, nothing ever goes to plan, and he somehow survives. Number 1, the Hulk rips Wolverine in half. Ultimate Wolverine vs. Hulk is a story of a long and gruesome struggle between the Hulk and Wolverine. To summarize, Wolverine is hired by Nick Fury and others to kill the Hulk. Bruce is found by Wolverine in Tibet, and he tries to convince Wolverine that his curse of the Hulk is gone. Because of this, Wolverine does not try to kill Bruce, but he does comment about his lover Betty. This sends him into a rage, and before you know it, the Hulk comes out and rips Wolverine right in half. The series is complex, but eventually Fury restores Wolverine back to normal. Wolverine then makes up with Bruce, and the two go their separate ways. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe for more. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at @Valenplana, and I'll see you all later.